Hi Aquarius, this is your reading for February 2023. My name's Hayley and welcome to HR Astrology Services. I've laid your cards out already and I've meditated on them for a while. I just find that this is an easier way for me to read so that I can pull as many messages through as possible. I will be clarifying with a couple of other decks that I have here to hand and also a deck that I created for myself. So with all readings, this is general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. Flip the roles as you need to. If you're a cross watcher and you feel that you suit the role that I'm describing better, then that's your role, but don't make it fit. So just going to jump straight in, and always gender is fluid here, so if I'm describing a person as a he, it could most likely be a she as well. We're working with energy, so it's not gender based. So straight into your reading, Aquarius, I can see that I think something's going to shock you pretty soon. I think an ex may be trying to make a reappearance back into your life. Right in the middle of the spread, we have the Tower and the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is your current energy. It's really an energy of being defensive. It's an energy of being on guard, not wanting to let somebody in, not wanting to let people in. This is someone who is heavily armoured as well. So it's almost like if someone's throwing insults at you or they're talking behind your back or throwing shade on you, it's almost like you're not allowing this to penetrate you. It's almost like I'm hearing like water off a duck's back. But we've got the Tower card here, and the Tower card is really a card of things blowing out of proportion. It could indicate a separation. It could indicate an argument, a fallout, a fight. Whatever it was kind of the finality between the two of you. You know, this situation with this Tower really caused an ending for the two of you. So if this is an ex that's trying to return, this didn't end well. This wasn't an amicable separation. I feel like there was a lot of fighting, a lot of falling out, a lot of defensiveness. There was a lot of nasty things being said. We've got the Queen of Rods and the King of Rods showing up here. So this is like the power couple. So if you imagine the power couple, things tend to get really, really heated between these two. They are both fire energy. So it's almost like some really heated argument happened or some really heated fight or fallout. I feel like it's left you really defensive, like really maybe not wanting to let this person back into your life, because at one point this person did pursue you relentlessly. This is the Chariot card, so you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could also be dealing with an Aries or a Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. But yeah, I do think someone pursued you quite relentlessly in the past. It's almost like they wouldn't take no for an answer. Everywhere you were, they were showing up. They may have tried to pick you up after work and, you know, just really kind of be present in your life, I'm hearing. But I feel like you may have found that a little bit overbearing. So it kind of really got you back up about this person. It was almost like they didn't really give you that sense of personal space. And it caused quite a lot of arguments, and it was kind of a contributing factor as to why the two of you separated in the first place. I really don't feel like there's any love lost with this situation. I do have the Two of Cups here, and the Two of Cups does indicate a relationship. It indicates two like-minded people that share the same chemistry. So I feel like there was a point in this relationship where the two of you did get on. You did see eye to eye. You did kind of enjoy the time that you spent together. Maybe you went out on a few dates. Maybe you just kind of was like, you know, do you want to come round and have a drink and that kind of thing. And I feel like this person kind of really wants to reinstate that energy. They really want to get back to a place of, you know, can't we just get back to how we used to be? And I feel like you're being really defensive and you're saying, look, this is over now, like, let it go. I do feel like you're trying to be the bigger person here with this Queen of Rods, because the Queen of Rods is someone who is usually quite kind, you know, quite warming. She's very stern, but she does it in a loving way. The King of Rods, not so much. This is someone who projects their frustrations, projects their angers. This could be somebody who's quite narcissistic. It's almost, I'm hearing like there's a controlling element to this person, maybe, which is why they kept showing up to your place of work or just coming round to your home. You know, I'm just getting like disturbance, like this person really disturbed your peace with this Tower card. It's almost like a every time they'd come around, your anxiety just hit the roof, and it was just like, oh my God, there was this tension there. I don't think that you want to let this person back in. I think you've had enough of the bullshit, to be honest with you, and you're really kind of standing in your power and saying, look, I've made my decision. You know, I don't want to fall out. I do want to stay friends, maybe. I do want to, you know, I feel like you do recognise that there is good qualities in this person, whoever it is, but you also recognise that this person isn't for you. You just tend to clash. The two of you together are just like, and it's caused a lot of collateral damage, I'm hearing. So there could have been a lot of collateral damage. Now I'm actually seeing that you could have gotten into a fight where the property was damaged, or there was things thrown around the living room. It was just really explosive and really out of hand, and it was almost like, I think it shook you a little bit. It shook you. It was like, wow, when did this even happen? Like, how did we get to this point? Once upon a time, we worked so well together. It was almost like it was a really, you know, there was a flow here. It was really easy, and there was like this back and forth dynamic, and it was very kind of, again, I'm getting just the word amicable. There was like, you know, you shared the same emotions for one another. I am picking up that there's a bit of jealousy here as well. So there's maybe you've got yourself into a new relationship. So the ex is now actually wanting to be up front and centre. They want to come back into your life. They want to be present. And I think it's causing a few problems for you as well. And you're getting really, really annoyed at this person. You're getting a bit pissed off because it's almost like you've told them, like, I know this is someone that doesn't take any shit. And I feel like you've said to this person, no more, we are doing this no more. And I feel like this person is very persistent. This is someone who is actually chasing you down to the point of harassment. So you may be feeling harassed by this person because they just will not let it go. They will not get over you. They're causing problems. They're causing tensions. And you have got the Nine of Swords here. So the Nine of Swords really talks about being worried, having sleepless nights, not being able to rest properly, just kind of your mind working overtime, creating scenarios that you're probably that are probably not true. You know, they're quite far from the truth, but it's almost like you can't help it. You keep going over and over and over and over, maybe some of the fights and the fallouts that you'd had, maybe some of the things that this person had said to you, some of the digs that they've thrown your way. There is a lot of worry here, and there's a lot of tension, and there's a lot of stress to try to overcome with this person. I just hear that this person's causing you a lot of just tension, and I think you've got to a point where you're just ready to let it go. It's like you are walking around like really rigid, because this person did used to just show up places as well with this Chariot card. It's almost like you kind of having to walk around prepared for the worst. If you have a look here, we've got the Chariot. This is the person that is pursuing you relentlessly. Then we've got the Nine of Wands, which is about defensiveness. Then we've got this Tower card, which really talks about like high level anxiety. This is like, I'm hearing like just really kind of it's almost electrical. So there could be something to do with your electrics that's playing a role here. So for example, like maybe they damaged some property, like maybe it was a television or just something that like an electrical item. That's only going to be for a few people. I am seeing like I don't know, I feel like it's some like maybe type of vanity products that they broke, maybe some straighteners or a hairdryer, or you know, just something like that. It's not it could even be like a television, even, you know, just some type of electrical item really. I feel like this person was prone to damaging your property. If it isn't damaging your property, then I feel like this person is just very destructive in general. This is someone that has the ability to rip shreds off people and really kind of shake them to the core. But yeah, in terms of love, you know, I feel like there is chemistry there. I feel like it's a very low level chemistry though. I feel like you recognise that, you know, you recognise the traits of this person. There are familiar traits. You know, the two of you at one point did see eye to eye, but it's almost like that is so far gone now. It's like this person that is showing themselves to you. It's almost like, excuse me, you don't recognise them anymore. because this could be somebody has the potential to be actually quite violent, lashes out, verbally abusive. And in the beginning, they just didn't come across that way. You know, when they were pursuing you, it was almost like they were turning the charm on and they were saying, hey, look at me. They might have been showing off in the new car, or this is a bit someone that I associate this with someone who's a bit flashy. So they like to show things off. They like to just be seen and noticed, I think, is what I'm trying to get at. This is someone who just wants to be noticed and they want to be relevant. And I just feel like you're not willing to let this person back into your life just down to what it is that they've shown you. Like, you two just, you know, again, we've got this power couple here. So there is similarities here. There is like that vibration of I see you and you see me, but it's almost like they're so similar that they actually clash. So there's definitely, I'm hearing like Clash of the Titans, so that might be a confirmation for somebody. But yeah, I just feel like it's just, there's a lot of passion and anger and frustration, and I just feel like this is probably a situation that's played out now, especially with the Tower card coming up. We've got Judgment underneath that, and Judgment talks about, you know, things not being the same, never being able to get back to that place. This person that's approaching you may be asking you, you know, can we just get back to that place? Can I take you out for a drink? You know, can we just do the things that we once enjoyed doing together? Can we not just attempt that at least? And you're saying, no, we can't, we're not there. It's almost like this person's showing you their scales and you cannot unsee that. So yeah, I feel like you're very reluctant. You're not wanting to open up to them. You're not even, this is the type of person who you will give them an inch and they will take a mile. You know, you offer them friendship and then before you know it, it's, can I come round? Can I, you know, can we chill tonight? Can we watch a Netflix? Or, you know, it's almost like you being nice is actually not benefiting this situation at all. It's only kind of encouraging this person to pursue you even more. It's making them more and more frustrated about the fact that you're not actually letting your guard down. So they feel like you're leading them on, so to speak. And it's not that. You're probably just trying to keep the peace and remain very level-headed and very grounded, very mature. You're saying, look, we don't need to fall out and argue. It's just not going back there again. So I feel like this person's really frustrated and it's actually pissing them off quite a bit. So you might want to just keep your eye on this person. There's no way that you're going to go back to what it is that you knew. Now you're in a completely new space with this Judgment card. This talks about, you know, the ending of all endings. It's like, no, this is done in every realm possible, like mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, it's just, I can't do it anymore. So you're on to the new. You may even be receiving an offer from somebody else with this Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is someone that comes in trying to offer you a cup of love. So if this is in relation to the ex, they're coming in, they're going to try and pull on your heartstrings, tell you, you know, I'm sorry and things. But again, I'm just noticing the scales on this person. You know, this armor that he's wearing is still protecting himself. He's still, you know, this is someone that does harbor secrets and, you know, they try to keep things to themselves. And it's almost like they only let slip what they feel is necessary at the time. And so yeah, I feel like this person may be operating from a place of trauma a little bit as well with this Page of Cups showing up behind. It's almost like they're feeling rejected. They're feeling like their inner child has been rejected because maybe they wanted you that bad. Maybe they've got some type of rejection sensitivity, so that when every time you're saying no, 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 it's hurting them that little bit more. But that hurt is being transformed into anger, and they're getting really angry about it. So I'm going to pull some more cards, and I'm going to try and clarify this a little bit and see what's going on. I feel like this person may be seeing you dating and going out and enjoying your time with other people, and that's really what's goading them to try to come towards you. I feel like there's a little bit of jealousy going on here, and I feel like this person really wants to just step back into your life. I feel like they want to show up as the Prince Charming that you actually wanted them to be in the first place. And you saw that mask slip and you're like, you are not the guy that I thought you were. You are not the girl that I thought you were. And, you know, you started to kind of rub up against one another. It caused a sense of friction. It caused a sense of tense, this tense energy. So you decided to call it a day and split up. Maybe you had a big argument and then thought, you know what, we're not going back there again. Let's just leave it where it is, walk away. We don't have to fall out anymore, but this clearly isn't working. And I don't think that this person has ever really truly gotten over that. I feel like they have harboured some love in the heart for you. If this happened a while ago, which I do feel like there has been distance between the two of you, they're very, they're watching you move. They may even be watching you on social media, but that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But it's almost like this person is definitely, I'm hearing I spy, so they may even be spying on you somewhat, or just asking people about you, asking friends about you when they're going out and having a drink, have you seen so-and-so, what are they up to nowadays? And it's almost like they're doing it in a way that just seems like they are concerned with this Knight of Wands. We were together and I really, I care about this person, etc., etc. But in actual fact, what they're doing is they're gathering information in order to satisfy that inner child of, that rejection sensitivity. I feel like they're probably going through person to person to person to person, and this person's giving this information freely, whoever they're approaching, because they genuinely believe that this person at one point cared about you. But in actual fact, they're doing it to quite a lot of people, and they're gathering these facts and information, and they're trying to piece the story together. That was quite specific, but I feel like that needed to come out. We've got the King of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Three of Cups. So again, King of Cups is someone who hides his emotions. This is someone who is really kind of keeping themselves to themselves. Now, this could go either way. So if this is you, if you're the King of Cups, you are somebody that's not really wanting to communicate with this person at this time. I feel like there's a lot of deep emotions that you're keeping hidden. Maybe this person hurt you really bad and you're just like, I can't even deal with that anymore. The Tower is a card of high anxiety. It really, really is. This is the card of, oh my God, my life's falling apart. How am I going to get out of this? Like, there just seems to be no way out. Like, these are like really dark days with the Tower, and it doesn't always mean this. But in this case, I do. I feel like if this is the other person, this King of Cups is showing up for the other person, this is somebody that likes to create waves in your life, but doesn't really do it in an upfront and direct manner. This is somebody, if you look here, it's almost like he's manifesting something in the water, and then here it's almost like the water is the things that's, it's crashing up against this tower, and it's trying to kind of disrupt it, trying to, it's impacting it, so to speak. So this King of Cups could be somebody who's really kind of keeping quiet at the moment, not really showing their emotions, and not really. I just don't think they're being as direct and honest with you as they possibly could be. I do feel like there may be like some type of hidden motive. Again, like I was saying, there is this narcissistic tendency to this person, so it's almost like this person would get a lot of satisfaction just by knowing that you've been shook, just by knowing that you're not on a great path, or that you are, you're struggling, basically. I feel like this is someone that actually gains quite a lot of contentment from that, to know that you are in troubles. This is like troubled water. This is like, and it's almost like that brings them a sense of peace, which is sick, because why would you wish that on somebody, to be honest with you? It's just pathetic. But it's almost like I'm getting like this vibe of if I'm not happy, then you're not going to be happy. Or if it's not even a case of if I can't have you, nobody can. I just feel like maybe you're somewhat of a manifester. Aquarius is someone that rubs shoulders with a lot of people. They're very social. They like to get out there. They don't like to be stuck inside too much, generally speaking. I feel like this person is quite the opposite. This is somebody that maybe spends a lot of time on their own, maybe sits in the bedroom quite a lot. It's just somebody that's at home quite a lot. They're maybe not as social as you. And I feel like that bothers them, because there is all that potential for you to be getting on in life, doing things your way, doing things the way that you want. And meanwhile, they're just sat there like really mulling over this situation. I feel like this situation really shook them as well. I don't think that maybe they was expecting you to walk away and leave like you did, but but you have done, and you're being really defensive, and you're basically saying like, look, stay away from me. I don't want anything to do with you. I've told you time and time and time and time again, don't make me get physical. It's getting to the point where this person's harassing you now, and you're ready to just lash out and say, look what you're doing. This is weird. Stop. Just stop it. Weird. So, we do have the Three of Cups here. Now, the Three of Cups really talks about going out. Again, this could symbolise going out. You've got the Two of Cups here as well. So this could be dating, but it could be dating in like friendship groups. You could just be going out with friends. This really is a card of support, like having that support around you. It's nice, it's easy, it's fluid, it flows. You may be enjoying drinks with your girls, your sisters again, or your boys. It really doesn't matter. But it's almost like there's an ease to this card. I feel like maybe since you've moved away from this person, your life has, you've recognised that there's a sense of ease to your life now. You're not having to get up and be stressed every morning, or you're not having to, check your phone and reply in a certain amount of time because it might cause an argument, because this person's really paranoid, because the King of Cups is somebody that can be a little bit paranoid, to be honest with you, because they're not willing to open up and share their emotions. This may be somebody who people are not willing to do that with them, if that makes sense. So it can kind of breed a little bit or a sense of paranoia. But we've got the Hierophant as well, and the Hierophant talks about a committed relationship. So I feel like this person genuinely thought that you two would be together forever. They were ready to commit themselves to you, and I do believe that they still want a committed relationship with you. But I feel like you're turning your back at this person. In actual fact, I feel like you're laughing and you're saying, "Ha ha ha!" Very funny. Do you actually believe that I'm going to go back to that emotional manipulation, that voodoo manipulation, that that spell work that you were doing on me? I'm having the time of my life now. Like, look at me. I'm high vibing. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning a lot about the people around me. I'm learning a lot about what I value and what I treasure and the things that mean the most to me. There is no way in hell that I'm returning to this situation. That's really going to kind of rock this person, I believe. It's really going to kind of put them in this headspace of, it's just like, again, this person, I feel like, I won't say that they're obsessed. I just feel like they just want to cause some drama and some trouble in your life. It's causing you a sense of tension and anxiety. I feel like this person's really, it's getting to the point where they're probably harassing you now, and you just don't know what else to do other than maybe go to the police or kind of, you may even be getting somebody to threaten them somewhat and say, look, you need to stay away from this person. Like, I'm warning you. This is your warning. This is your warning. Don't make me open up a can of whoop-ass or something like that. It's something like that. So I'm going to get some cards from my deck that I've created. See if we can get a little more clarity on this reading. This was kind of basically straight to the point, but just some raggedy ass ex trying to come back to you, trying to be friends with you, trying to befriend you. They want to pursue you. It's causing you a sense of tension and like anxiety, because you're just thinking, oh my God, I'm not doing this again. I've just got rid of you. I feel like you're at a point where you're just enjoying your time. You're enjoying your time. You're enjoying your life. Kind of you're learning a lot, and I feel like there's this very openness about you. Like, you've opened up your heart, or you're just kind of open to new ideas and experiences. And as soon as this person comes back, you're like, and everything else gets forgotten about, because they just take up so much of your energy, so much headspace. It really is exhausting, and I feel like you're just over it now. You're not going to go back to this person. You don't want to go back to this person. Judgment is here, and it's basically saying this is the end of the road. This person really needs to understand this, because they're just not getting it. Judgment is the card that comes before the World, and the World really talks about opening up, setting that out on a brand new path. It's very much a card of life and living, and clearing out karmic cycles. This is the karmic cycle that has ended. It just, we need to get to that point where we're just shaking off the residue. And I feel like this person's very much trying to keep this situation alive, and you're not having any of it. You are so beautiful to me. So this person really finds you attractive, and I'm not surprised with the Queen of Wands showing up in the reading. That is the attractive female. She is known as the mistress, so she's very sexy, very alluring. She's very nice to look at. She's appealing. She's charming. She is magnetic. I mean, you've got, you're ticking all those boxes. You've got this person hooked. This person really, really thinks that you are so beautiful, and it may not even be just how you look. It could be very much something to do with how you carry yourself. Like, you've got this energy, this vibe that really just can't be bought, and it can't be replicated. It's very authentic. And this person's saying, like, if it's not that one, then none of them will do. Someone could be drinking a lot as well. We do have cards here of drinking. We do have people, we've got this two of cups here. Maybe you used to drink with this person. Maybe, that's what they want to get back to. They want to be like, let's go out for a drink. Let's do that. And then here we've got this someone coming in with a cup in the hand again. It's on. And then behind that, we've got the Page of Cups. So this person's like really drinking to excess. This is someone who is really kind of drowning the sorrows, especially with this King of Cups here. This King of Cups is definitely known to be, someone that uses substances, substance abuse, alcohol as a coping mechanism. So this somebody could be kind of really going to excess when it comes to the substances that they're putting in their body, and it's almost like they're just trying to heal. Really, that's really what happens when we do stuff like that. We're trying to heal a broken part of ourselves, or a piece of ourselves that it's just raw. It's a form of escapism. So I feel like this person might feel trapped in this situation, like they don't know how to get you out of their head. But I mean, that's all good and well, but this is your reading. This isn't their reading. And if you don't want to be with this person, don't be with them. Simple as that. You can't be a healer for everybody. God bless this mess. I feel like this is your energy towards this person. You just feel like this person's a mess. There's a lot that they need to confront. I feel like this person's definitely got demons that they need to confront. They may have some type of traumas that they need to heal as well. Drinking is not doing this person any favors, and I'm actually hearing like it's like fuel to the fire. So in actual fact, this person could drink to the point where they become quite aggressive, or they become, it doesn't do them any favors. They're not a happy drunk, they're a nasty drunk. Maybe that's what this fight was about, and this fallout and this split up, because it was like maybe the two of you had been out drinking, maybe you'd had a fight or an argument or something of that kind, and this was the final argument. It kind of drew a line under all of it because it was so explosive, and it's because the two of you had been drinking. You'd been out drinking, and something had happened. Maybe there was some type of communication or conversation that took place. But it's almost like it was just like, whoa, we are not doing this again. So God bless this mess. This could be the other person. I feel like there is some empathy there. I do feel, again, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, this is somebody that you can see the good in. You know that they're not bad through and through. Maybe they've just got some stuff that they need to deal with. However, it shouldn't put your life at a detriment. It shouldn't put your life at a risk. This is things that they need to deal with. They need to get the psychological help for, if addiction is something that they're struggling with. But I do feel like there is a part of your heart that's saying, I sympathise with them, or I empathise with them, that, they haven't had it easy, or, things in the past haven't been great for them. They don't really understand what they're doing, but that's great. And it's nice that you're understanding, but it's not, you don't need to put yourself in harm's way just because this person's had a bad upbringing or a bad life. That's not for you to do. They need to go seek professional help from people that are trained to do that. Exactly. Jealousy. So I feel like this person's seeing you getting on with your life. They're seeing people interacting with you. You may be going out on some dates. Maybe they see you out when you're out on a date, and it kind of really lights a fire beneath them to try to come back to you, to try to interact with you. But there's definite jealousy going on, and I feel like this person genuinely feels like they love you, but it's more of like a possessive kind of love. I feel like this person wants to possess you rather than enjoy your company and appreciate and value it. It's almost like you belong to me, like I need you. It's very needy and it's very clingy. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. I will pull an oracle card to see if we've got any messages from the universe, a little bit of advice and a little bit of guidance. This person's really not in a good place, this ex, whoever it is that you're dealing with. I mean, by all means, you choose, you do what you want with your own life. But in my opinion, this is not somebody that I would get back with. This doesn't look like somebody who really is concerned too much about how you feel in all of this situation. The only thing they're concerned about is how to get you back and how to make you theirs. It's really not what you want in a relationship. You do want a sense of freedom, especially being an Aquarius. You know, you are social people when you want to be. And I feel like you need that sense of freedom. You need to be able to go wherever the wind blows you. And this person's energy is so intense that it always causes problems. I do feel like you may have even tried and attempted to do this. You know, you've gone a few rounds is what I'm hearing. It's almost like a few rounds with Mike Tyson. You may have watched boxing with this person in the past or gone to some type of a boxing event. But it's almost like... it never changes. Like, this person just isn't changing. Maybe they're not realizing something about themselves. So it's almost like you keep replaying the same scenario and you're just done with it. It's mind blowing. It's like, I am not doing this again. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Exactly. So this is you getting on with your life. I feel like you're over this person. You're not really bothered for them anymore. I think, don't get me wrong, I do think that you have a soft spot for them. I do think that you see that there's this something, you know, this inner child that's screaming out for attention. You know, there's things that need healing, especially with this Page of Cups. I do feel like, you know, this, can you see in the card, this page is looking in this cup like, what is that? What is that? Why is there a fish in my drink? And this fish, to me, in this reading, is really symbolising the fact that this person needs to draw their attention to what it is that irks them internally, what it is that they can't seem to satisfy. It's almost like this is a thirst that can't be quenched. Could be why they're drinking to excess, because it's almost like no matter what they put into their body, what substances they're digesting, what drink they're drinking, it will not rid them of this thing that they just can't seem to get rid of. But you could, you know, you gave this person a sense of healing. You gave this person a sense of, you know, I matter and I'm here and I'm being recognised. But since you've withdrawn that, I feel like this person's kind of slipped into a little bit of a depression and they don't really know what to do. Again, we've got the Emperor showing up. They just want to control you. They want to possess you. They want you around to make them feel better, so it boosts their ego so they can feel better about themselves. This is someone that wants to play Big Daddy. But it's all right playing Big Daddy, but, you know, is that what you are? Because in actual fact, that's not what I'm seeing. This, to me, looks like someone with a really hard, tough exterior, but is actually weak as shit on the inside, really, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying that water signs are weak as shit. I'm just saying that this person puts on this front, this brave face, that they are almighty. When in actual fact, there's a lot of inner wounds, inner healing that needs to take place. I feel like this person is very much focused on their childhood and their adolescence and the things that they experienced and the hurts that they endured and the things that they were subjected to as well, I'm hearing, as a child, and how it kind of influenced them in adolescence, how it influenced the decision making in adolescence. And then now it's always like they're playing this role of a big man. And again, this could be a woman, this could be a boss lady, you know, they're playing this role of the really brave and, oh, you know, look what I've been through and look what I've overcome. And in actual fact, you haven't overcome anything. It's still very much living there inside your psyche. You're just not really addressing it. It's almost like this person is making their problem everybody else's problem, and you kind of cottoned onto that and you said, look, I can't help you any further, therefore I'm out. I don't want to be in this situation no more. So you kind of made a run for it. And I feel like things kind of started progressively improving in your life. And I feel like because you started to gain a sense of fun again with this three of Cups, you know, you started to see that life could be peaceful and life could be nice and it could flow and there is a sense of harmony and you know, and things like that. It's almost like you've moved on so quickly. It's almost, you might have even surprised yourself at how quickly you moved on from this person. You know, I'm not saying that it happened overnight, but it definitely happened quicker than what you probably presumed it were going to happen. So yeah, I'd just be careful of this person. They definitely want to come back into your life. They want to offer you something committed and you know, stable on the surface. But when you actually tap into this person's energy, I just feel like this isn't somebody that represents stability. So what they're offering may sound attractive, but you know that this person isn't quite capable at this moment in time to offer you what it is. It's almost like it's like water off a duck's back. You're not really buying into it. So this is your reading, Aquarius. Like I said, this is for February 2023. I do personal readings, and all my information can be found below, but I also have a Facebook page where you can have a full list of my services that I provide. If the reading resonates, please like, share and subscribe. It really helps the channel and it allows me to continue to put these videos out for you all. Check out your other placement videos also, because they cover messages in there for you that are relevant to your situation now. And until next time, Aquarius.